We're here now with the Mississippi College golf coach, John McMath. Coach John McMath, also a professor of mathematics here at Mississippi College, and he is the coach of the golf team. Coach, thanks so much for joining us and taking your time today. First of all, let's talk about how your team has done already this season. You've played in the 3 tournaments. You've got 1 left to go here in the fall.
Well, we've been a little bit up and down. The first tournament we played at Rhodes, very strong field. We finished toward the bottom of that field, but having said that, let me tell you that we're ranked 70th right now in the country. That's out of about 260 Division III schools. We had 1 player make the all-tournament team at Rhodes. He shot 73-73. The other players struggled a little bit up there. The second day we played, it was raining for 6 of the holes, so they were perhaps more worried about staying dry than they were getting the ball in the hole. We've not played as well as our potential this year. The group of young men I have quite a bit of talent, but thus far their scores haven't been up to what I expected.
Well, you've got some young players on your team, though, with 10 guys, 7 freshmen.
Yes, we have 7 freshmen. We've actually got the 2 best players on the team this year are freshmen, which is a good thing because the best 2 players last year were seniors. So we went from a strong 2 that played very well to losing them and needed to get those replaced. And fortunately, these 2 have been playing and playing well.
With 10 players on the team, that gives you as a coach some advantages. Everybody gets some playing time.
Well, it allows for the other players to get the experience that they wouldn't otherwise get. We've taken 2 teams to the Tyler tournament and plan on playing 2 teams in the Millsaps tournament. So the 5 that haven't been getting to go, and I probably shouldn't say the 5 that haven't been getting to go, because at this stage it's been a different 5 for each one of the tournaments. The 2 freshmen that are playing well have played in each of the tournament, and then I have 5 other players who it's just a toss-up as to which one of those, which 3 of those group are going to be playing in the tournament. So right now, you know, you pick one that you think's going to play good, and one of them that's not on the team shoots 74, 75, and the one that you pick to be on the team shoots 82. So that happens not only to us, but it happens to the other coaches in the conference as well. It's almost a joke among the coaches whenever you take an extra player that odds are he's going to play better than somebody you've got on your team. So at least it gives them experience.
And at this level of Division III, I know it's not a problem, but I guess it's a good problem to have. You got a lot of talent to choose from. I know the coaching staffs, say for basketball, have over 30 guys, and they have to make decisions. How do you make decisions about who plays each weekend?
That's a difficult one. Of course, in golf, you can go by their averages, but averages can be deceiving. I had one that's averaging in the 80s, but has shot 72 in a tournament before. It's just a toss of the coin. I wish the golf were so you could substitute from day 1 to day 2, but once you start a tournament, the 5 you start with are the 5 that play both days.
Which maybe 1 or 2 of your golfers says you've been really impressed with the most about their play this season?
Nick Pierce, freshman from Houston, Texas, shot 73-73. He shot 76 over at Tyler, and then shooting that 76, finished with 3 bogeys and a quadruple bogey. So he was 7 over par in his last 4 holes and still shoots 76. The quadruple bogey was one of those very unfortunate things. He had some bad luck on the hole. Of course, a lot of people were having some misfortune on that particular hole, but he has a lot of promise. I think he's got the capability of being one of the top players in our league.
Have you seen the talent level increase over the years since you've become coach here at MC?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. We've gotten better from the time we started 8 years ago. In fact, I think we're a lot better now. But the unfortunate thing is all the other schools are better too. I was talking with one of the other coaches that his recruiting has gone from looking for players that can shoot 75 and better to now looking for players that can shoot 72 or better. So that's a three-stroke improvement there just in the last 6-7 years. The fortunate thing for him, though, he's in an area where the population is 5 million. So he has a lot more people to draw from than we have here in Mississippi.
And since golf is not necessarily a higher profile sport, doesn't get a lot of maybe the ink or the press that some of the others do, how do you recruit players to Mississippi College? Because there's no scholarships to give out.
Well, by word of mouth, you have players play for you, and they know people. In fact, one of the players we have this year is a result of one of the players I had. It was one of his friends from high school, so he encouraged him to come here. There are profiles that I get regularly via email of people wanting to play golf. So I can get their statistics, and I'll contact them via that. And I'll also contact the word of mouth. Coach Joseph put me on to a young man from Tennessee that I'm looking at this year. And so it's a variety of different things.
No, lots of our coaches and other administrators here and faculty as well. I don't know of anybody that works at Mississippi College that does just one thing. And you're the great example of that, teaching in the classroom and coaching the golf team. How do you juggle your responsibilities?
Well, I have to do a lot of preparation ahead of time when I start to go on trips so that my classes are taken care of. I have to spend time recruiting. And then, of course, the time on the road takes up a lot of time. So it's just something that you get accustomed to doing, and then you don't think about it much. You just, when it needs to be done, you do it and go from there.
Well, you've got one more tournament this fall before the spring season starts next semester. What do you expect of your players in the in-between time?
Well, of course, the rules don't allow us to require them to do anything. We would hope that they continue to play regularly and practice, but that's somewhat difficult in the off season between the fall and the spring because the weather's not good. And I'm not sure that that I'd want to be out in some of the bad days myself. So to expect them to be out there is not what I really expect. But on good days, I would like for them to be out practicing.
You've got a tournament, one more tournament coming up here in the fall. Where's that one going to be?
That one's hosted by Belhaven and Millsap. It's going to be played at Lake Caroline. I'm optimistic about this one because Lake Caroline is one of the courses we practice at regularly, so it's going to be, we're playing in comfortable surroundings, home court advantage if you'd like to put it that way. The players have been shooting pretty good scores out there in practice rounds, so I hope that will bleed over into the tournament and we'll post a good score.
Well, Coach McMath, we appreciate you taking your time to join us and wish you and your team good luck the rest of the way.
Well, thank you very much. My pleasure.
That's John McMath, head golf coach here at Mississippi College.